Hi everyone! So, this is going to be a quick 5 minute, hopefully, video on how to deal with negative people. We all have negative people in our lives. It's par of the course. There's absolutely nothing we can do about it. It's going to happen, okay? And I'm sure you guys who watched the Psychic Vampire video the other day were like, yeah, totally know that person. But I'm sure there are many more people in your life that are negative and you don't even realize it. But you're spending time in that energy with them. So let's have a look, okay? First thing that you can do about negative people is find out the reason they're being negative. You know, are you doing well for yourself and are they jealous? Or are they upset that they are not doing well for themselves? So, you know, their way of acting about it is to be negative about what you're doing, to put you down, to make themselves feel better. You know, is it because they just dislike you and they don't want you to be happy? Or is it because they are so caught up in their own stuff that they don't realize the effect that their words or their actions are having on us? There's could be a whole number of reasons. And Emma put the question to me earlier when I tried to put this video out on live, is what can you do if you can't find out why they're being negative? Like, what if you can't find out? And basically what I'd say then is, it doesn't matter if you can or can't find out. It doesn't really matter. You know, sometimes it's easier to find the reason, accept the reason, and send them love and light and just leave them be. But if you can't find the reason, do the exact same thing. You know, in your mind's eye, visualize that person. Visualize that you're sending them love and that you're forgiving them for their negative actions, and just let them go. Ask the Archangel Michael to come in and help you to let them go. Next after that, I would say, you know, be very careful about how you react to people's negativity, because you can also become part of the problem and not just the solution, okay? If you're going to get dragged down by other people's negativity, then you are going to be, you know, a whole new creation of a whole new problem, basically. So what I'd say to you is be really careful. You know, what people do is their karma and what you do is your karma. And you need to be really careful about how you react. If somebody's being negative, you know, there's no harm in being honest and saying, hey, you know, I don't appreciate that. I don't respect what you're doing. I don't feel comfortable with what you're saying or the way you're speaking to me or the things that you've just done. It's perfectly fine to be honest about it and just say, this is not cool. But, you know, what I like to do is just say, hey, you know, you and me, we're not on the same wavelength and I don't agree with you and you clearly have a different opinion to me, so let's just leave it at that and let's not spend time with each other anymore. I much prefer to be just straight up and honest about it. But there are people that you obviously can't say that to, and they're going to be in your family and stuff. So then what do? You can do what I spoke about in the Psychic Vampire video, which is visualizing yourself in that bubble, their negativity bouncing back and, you know, back onto themselves. They'll soon get fed up of being around you and they'll soon get tired and wore out and they'll associate that with being in your company, so they're going to stop wanting to be in your company. Another thing you can do is just every time you hear a negative phrase, counteract it with a positive phrase. Consciously do it. It's going to take a bit of work. You will want to, you know, admit defeat and just be like, oh, fine, let's just be negative. But don't do it. Whatever you do, don't give into it. The more positive you are, the more you continue with that positivity and that focus, people will find it very hard to knock that. You guys know it yourself. Happy people want everybody to be happy. It's like going to a party and you're not feeling great. Everybody will suddenly come over and be like, oh, what's wrong with you? Come on, join in, have fun. You know, get another drink, have a dance, whatever. People will do that because they want everybody to be in that happy vibration. Whereas negative people will also do it. They'll be like, don't mind him, don't mind her, you know, stay where you are, do what you like. And you can hear it in them. They're just, ugh. And that's how it feels. Ugh. So, another thing I really want to talk to you guys is about social media. Remove, delete, block. You know, there's 3 of my favorite tools right there. Why should we accept people on our social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever it may be that you're using, why should we allow negative people space on our platforms? Were these platforms not created for us to connect with our friends and the people we enjoy spending time with, the people we have an interest in? Or were they meant for bullies, negativity, you know, I don't want to curse, so I'm being really careful with my words. Or were they meant for us to connect with the people who put us down? Okay, what were they meant for, guys? Because I think I joined this Facebook to connect with my friends. I think I joined Snapchat to connect with my friends, and I think I joined Instagram to connect with my friends. Do you know? And if you're not my friend, or I don't like what I'm seeing from you, then I'm gonna remove you. I am. And if I really, really don't like what I'm seeing for you, or you're being hurtful or hateful towards me, then I'm gonna block you. So you don't have access to me, and I don't have access to you, and I'm doing us both a favor. Delete. If you see negative comments on your stuff, delete it. Why do you have to look at it? Get rid of it. Every time, you put up something on Facebook, bear in mind, guys, a year later, that same something is going to come up on Facebook. You're going to get that notification saying you have memories today with such and such and such and such. Do you really want your memories to be negative? Or do you want it to be, hey, you remember that when I posted that? That was the day I empowered myself and I took my power back and I said, nah, I'm not dealing with your negativity, and I took that person right off my status. How would you like to view it? I want you guys to be really careful that you're not being the negative ones, because a few of us are, That's just going to be the way it is. A few of us are being the negative ones. Instead of posting happy stuff, instead of encouraging and motivating our friends, what are we putting out there? I see a lot of people on my timeline, and it's like, oh my god, could this day get any worse? Or, oh, everything's just gone wrong, and, life sucks, and I'm so not happy, and nothing's gonna make me happy, and blah blah blah. Or, writing out there, you see it a lot nowadays, like with vegans and, the big debate over vegans and blah blah, like go eat some meat, and then the vegans being like, stop eating the meat. And it's like, why can't we all just live? If they want to not eat meat, let them not eat meat. If you want to eat meat, eat it. Make your own choices, make your own mind up. You're all adults now, and then we see it all the time. It's bad news story after bad news story, because that's what sells news. You're going to pick up a newspaper to read about disaster, to read about bad politicians. You're going to just read negativity all the time. And you know what? You are what you read. You are what you take your interest in. You are who you spend time with. You're a variation of that. So are you being a variation of all the negativity you're taking in? I want you guys to do a review on your Facebook page. What have you been putting out there? Are you moaning? Are you whinging? Or are you being upbeat, positive, optimistic? What are you putting out there? Because your vibe attracts your tribe. So if your vibe is negative, expect to find it in your circle as well. If your vibe is positive, expect to see your circle bloom and grow. I want you guys to take that on board. Remember it. Get chatting about it in the comment box below. As always, I love to hear your opinions. I love to hear what you do to deal with negative people in your life, and anything else that you guys want to share. Much love and light to you all. I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.